श्री महाभारत कथा। श्री महाभारत कथा। महाभारत कथा। कथा है पुरुषार्थ की, ये स्वार्थ की, परमार्थ की सारथी जिसके बने श्री कृष्ण भारत पार्थ की। शब्द दिग्घोषित हुआ जब सत्य सार्थक सर्वथा। शब्द दिग्घोषित हुआ। यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत, अभ्युत्थानम् अधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्। परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां, धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे।
Sati said, "O ascetic, about this time the two sisters saw approaching near that steed of complacent appearance named Akshayasravas, who was worshipped by the gods, that gem of steeds, who arose at the churning of the ocean for nectar." Sanaka asked, "Why did the gods churn the ocean for nectar? And under what circumstances? And when, as you say, did that best of steeds so powerful and resplendent spring?" Sati said, "There is a mountain named Meru, of blazing appearance, and looking like a heap of effulgence. The rays of the sun falling on its peaks of golden luster are dispersed by them. Decked with gold and exceedingly beautiful, that mountain is the haunt of the gods and the Gandharvas. Once the celestials sat on its begemmed peak, in conclave. They who had practiced penances and observed excellent vows for Amrita now seemed to be eager seekers after Amrita, celestial ambrosia. Seeing the celestial assembly in anxious mood, Narayana said to Brahman, "Do thou churn the ocean with the gods and the Asuras. By doing so, Amrita will be obtained as also all drugs and gems." The gods, the Apsaras, and the Kinnaras visit the place. Upwards it rises 11,000 yojanas and descends downwards as much. The gods wanted to tear it up and use it as a churning rod, but failing to do so, same to Vishnu and Brahman, who were sitting together, and said unto them, "Devise some to them. Efficient scheme, consider, ye gods, how Mandara may be dislodged for our good." The powerful Ananta, directed thereto both by Brahman and Narayana, "O Brahmana, tore up the mountain with the woods thereon, and with the denizens of those woods." The powerful Ananta, directed thereto both by Brahman and Narayana, "O Brahmana, tore up the mountain with the woods thereon, and with the denizens of those woods." And the gods came to the shore of the ocean with Ananta, and addressed the ocean, saying, "O ocean, we have come to churn thy waters for obtaining nectar." The gods then went to the king of tortoises and said to him, "O tortoise king, thou wilt have to hold the mountain on thy back." The tortoise king agreed, and Indra contrived to place the mountain on the former's back. And the gods and the Asuras made of Mandara a churning staff and Vasuki the cord, and set about churning the deep for Amrita. And in consequence of the stretch Vasuki received at the hands of the gods and the Asuras, black vapors with flames issued from his mouth. These, turned into clouds charged with lightning, poured showers that refreshed the tired gods. and flowers that also fell on all sides of the celestials from the trees on the whirling Mandara refreshed them. Then, O Brahmana, out of the deep came a tremendous roar like unto the roar of the clouds at the universal dissolution. Diverse aquatic animals being crushed by the great mountain gave up the ghost in the salt waters. Then Indra extinguished that fire by pouring down heavy showers. And the celestials attained to immortality by drinking of the water mixed with those gums, and with the liquid extract of gold. The gods came before the boon-granting Brahman seated on his seat and said, "Sire, we are spent up. We have no strength left to churn further. Nectar hath not yet arisen, so that now we have no resource save Narayana. Neo." Then Narayana, agreeing to grant their various prayers, said, "Ye wise ones, I grant you sufficient strength. Go, put the mountain in position again, and churn the water." Yum. Re-established thus in strength, the gods recommenced churning. After a while, the mild moon of 1,000 rays emerged from the ocean. Thereafter sprung forth Lakshmi dressed in white, then Soma, then the white steed, and then the celestial gem Kaustuba, which graces the breast of Narayana. Then arose the divine Dhanwantari himself with the white vessel of nectar in his hand. And seeing him, the Asura set up a loud cry, saying, "It be ours. No, is." And at length rose the great elephant, Airavata, of huge body and with 2 pair of white tusks. And him took Indra the wielder of the thunderbolt. But with the churning still going on, the poison Kalakuta appeared at last, engulfing the earth. It suddenly blazed up like a fire attended with fumes. And then Siva, being solicited by Brahman, swallowed that poison for the safety of the creation. The divine Maheswara held it in his throat, and it is said that from that time he is called Nilakantha, blue-throated. Thereupon Narayana called his bewitching Maya, elusive power, to his aid, and assuming the form of an enticing female, coquetted with the Danavas. The Danavas and the Datyas, charmed with her exquisite beauty, and grace lost their reason and unanimously placed the Amrita in the hands of that fair damsel. Then the Daityas and the Danavas, equipped with first-class armors and various weapons, attacked the gods. In the meantime, the valiant Lord Vishnu in the form of an enchantress, accompanied by Nara, deceived the mighty Danavas, and took away the Amrita from their hands. And all the gods at that time of great fright drank the Amrita with delight, receiving it from Vishnu. And when the Amrita had reached Rahu's throat only, Surya and Soma recognized him and intimated the fact to the gods. And Narayana instantly cut off with his disgust the well-adorned head of the Danava who was drinking the Amrita without permission. And Narayana instantly cut off with his disgust the well-adorned head of the Danava who was drinking the Amrita without permission. And the Danava's headless trunk, falling upon the ground and rolling thereon, made the earth tremble with her mountains, forests, and islands. Then Narayana, quitting his enchanting female form and hurling many terrible weapons at the Danavas, made them tremble. And thus on the shores of the saltwater sea commenced the dreadful battle of the gods and the Asuras. Cut off from the trunks with sharp double-edged swords, heads adorned with bright gold, fell continually on the field of battle. Their bodies drenched in gore, the great Asuras lay dead everywhere. It seemed as if red-dyed mountain peaks lay scattered all around. And when the sun rose in his splendor, thousands of warriors struck one another with weapons. And when the battle was raging fiercely, Nara and Narayana entered the field.
See